Hello again. This is Dr. Rajen Cooppan with another episode of Spiritual Intelligence. We're continuing about the role of values and how they shape our character. So let's go back to our slides. So this information is derived from a very deep source, and it indicates that the heart is the source for all our thoughts, words, and deeds. Heart is the source. Human values and character, there are 83 sub-values, and they form the very fabric of one's character. Now, that's quite a complex thing to understand because every person has a different set of values that are perpetuating in their character. And as we grow and we evolve and we progress, we develop more and more of these values in our character. Human values are the internal reference standard by which character is expressed. Now, what do we mean by an internal reference standard? It's a standard that is embedded in us, and it kicks into action when a counter value appears. For example, if you're tempted to steal, then the value of honesty will kick in and it will counter the value of stealing. Now, the greater the number of values and sub-values that express in the character, the more spiritually aware and spiritually intelligent is a person. I'll repeat that. The greater the number of values and sub-values that express in the character, the more spiritually aware and spiritually intelligent is a person. Spiritual education is the awakening of human values in an individual and the blossoming of these virtues into full expression in the character. So we can't teach values, we can't inspire values, we can't inculcate values. We can only blossom them. It's a resonance. When the teacher awakens the value in a child, that child begins to resonate with that value and then adopts it as their part of their character. Sri Satya Sai Baba says that the end of education is character. Education is both secular and spiritual, and secular education is for earning a living, whereas spiritual education is the call of life itself. Now, human values and character and leadership. The Stanford University has done some studies on this, and they've indicated that 12% of the leadership capacity is skill, whereas 88% of the leadership capacity is character. And so we can see how important character is in the leadership process. Leaders cannot arise above the limitations of their character. People who achieve great heights, but who lack the bedrock of character to deal with the stress, are destined for one or more of the 4 A's: arrogance, painful aloneness, destructive adventure seeking, and adultery. Now, the vices, these are the cracks in the character rock, and you can see that there are innumerable of these: misery, uncaring, egoistic, unfaithful, dishonesty, corruption, insincerity, mental agitation, hate, short temper, suspicious, irresponsibility, greed, deviousness, unforgiving, harsh, hypocritical, callous, pessimistic, spiteful, vengeful, lewd, manipulative, apathetic, opportunistic, possessiveness, demanding, violence, selfishness, fanaticism, cruelty, critical, and obsession are some of these cracks that appear in the character. And as we can see, there are so many of these cracks that many people express some of them some of the time. Now, spiritual intelligence is an administrator and caregiver's life. We are all administrators of our own life, our family, etc. We are all caregiving to our families. And spiritual intelligence is the bedrock of an administrator's life. Human values, character development are an ongoing effort, a conscious effort. And awareness of vices that may become habits. Adversity reveals your character, its strength or weaknesses. So we should welcome adversity in the sense that it's revealing our character, strength or weakness. Spiritual intelligence or human values or character are non-negotiable elements in an administrator's life. And since we are all administrators of our lives in some way, it forms the bedrock of how we conduct ourselves. Sri Satya Sai Baba, a world spiritual teacher, says, where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. So some recommended reading, a book called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, the 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader by John C. Maxwell, and the Mahavakya of Leadership by General Chiba. All of these provide valuable insights into how our character is being shaped. But spiritual intelligence is at first character. Thank you for that. And we'll touch base again next week.